Team Fortress 2 was supposed to be fun, a chaotic, balanced shooter where skill and teamwork decided the victor. But in the early 2010s, something changed. Match became suspicious, headshot felt unnatural, player whispers about a new kind of cheat, one that didn't just break the rule, but could almost rewrite them. This is the story of Darkstorm. 2011, 1 year after. Team Fortress 2 was 5 years old, and cheating was nothing new. But most hacks were crude, some obvious aimbots, spinbots that make players look like malfunctioning robots. They were blatant. Then, two names started circulating in the darkest corner of the cheating forums: Robert Bloody Blodgett and Calvin. These weren't just some hackers or some random people. They were some engineers familiar with the source code. The idea with Darkstorm was to give players the control. At the eyes, Darkstorm wasn't a cheat, it was a platform, a framework that let users customize their own undetectable hacks. Unlike the cheap detectable cheats flooding TF2 at that time, Darkstorm was offering, for example, some memory manipulations, some dynamic evasions, which was basically changing the code signature to avoid that anti-cheat, and even some ghost overlay for more comfort for the cheater. And as I was saying, they were not script kiddies, so we're just giving players a control. A control had a price. Darkstorm wasn't free. It was sold through invite-only channels, sometimes for hundreds of dollars. This exclusivity almost made it some sort of status symbol, and also a nightmare for Valve. By 2012, Darkstorm was everywhere, but its real danger wasn't the rage hackers, the spinbot, the instant headshot. It was what was called at the time the legit cheaters and what is called nowadays the closets. Players using subtle aim assist, perfect recall, ESP to seems skilled. And suddenly, no one knew who to trust. Server became paranoid wasteland, some clans kicked some members over hunches, and Valve anti-cheat VAC was losing badly. Darkstorm updated faster than Valve could patch it. And then, an even worse event happened. The bots arrived. Some automated accounts powered by Darkstorm through the TF2. Some were advertising cheats side, others just existed to ruin the game. And Valve was silent. The community was furious, and Darkstorm creators, they were untouchable. Then, in the late 2013, Valve struck back. A massive VAC update targeted Darkstorm core code in the middle of each update. Thousands of accounts were banned overnight. To be precise, 3,214 accounts. The cheating forums were erupting, and posts where people complained to lose their inventory because of Darkstorm went viral in the worst circles. And at that time, Bloody and Calvin vanished. They disappeared, but Darkstorm legacy lived on. Today, TF2 still fight cheaters, but Darkstorm was the first time Valve truly lost control. It exposed flaws in VAC, shattered the trust in the community, and proved that in online gaming the war between hackers and developers never ends. So, in the end, what's left of Darkstorm? Some code snippets? Repurposing new cheats? Maybe. But mostly a lesson. No game is unbreakable, but TF2 endure. Because for every hackers, there is 10 players keeping the game alive. And that's a real victory, I think.